Do you remember the Tilt Energy Pro that I reviewed last summer? It was comfortable, it was spacious, it was everything I needed in a gadget bag for months. Well, you know what they say, better is the enemy of good enough. This is the Peak Design Everyday Backpack, and if you appreciate form as much as function, it might be your new everyday bag too. But you've got to be ready to splurge. This is the Mr. Mobile Review. I mean it when I say you've got to appreciate aesthetics to make this worth the coin, because building a bag this sleek means building it a little differently. See, on most of my old backpacks, I'd gotten used to an easy-access top pouch for storing often-used items like jump drives or keys, along with front and side pouches for larger stuff like batteries and tablets. Well, the Peak Design bag has two side pouches, but they're too big for odds and ends. And with all the sewn-in straps, they're really not meant for that anyway. More on this in a second. There's a smaller one at the top of the main compartment, but you need to open up the big flap to access it. So I've taken to using the big sleeve at the top of the laptop bay for all my dongles and peripherals. There's more space in the everyday backpack than there might seem. On my larger 30-liter model here, the main laptop space is big enough to accommodate even the 15-inch Surface Book 2. And because only animals play TIE Fighter with a mouse, the top front compartment is big enough for you to bring your joystick along for the ride as well. Not that you would, but you could. The clever magnetic latch up top has 4 size settings, and you can open up either of the sides to see the Velcro-backed partitions that divide up the internal volume. Peak Design's origins are in camera gear, and these are great for storing lenses and camera bodies, big or small. You can fold the dividers along pre-scored lines to give you more options for subdivision, and the inside of the side flaps also opens up to expose a ton of pouches and pockets. And those straps I mentioned before, they're placed all around the bag's exterior, so you can graft on bigger items like tripods or big water bottles. Okay, complaint time. Pack too much weight into the everyday backpack and you'll definitely feel it on your shoulders. Helping with that is a chest lanyard that keeps the strain from wandering too far outboard, but if there's one Achilles heel to the whole experience, it's these shoulder straps. Even if I wasn't coming from the luxurious gel padding of the Tilt bag, the Peak Design straps would still feel thin and sharp. It doesn't usually bother me with a normal cargo load, but on those occasions where I do have to carry all my gear, it's not as comfortable as it could be. I've carried the everyday backpack for about 2 months, and living in New England in the springtime, that's meant a ton of rainstorms. Too many. I want to move to California. But the point is, the pack handles it like a champ. The zippers are weatherproof, and the fabric of the bag itself is 400D nylon canvas, which has been treated to repel water. I'm a little more worried about how well the leather accents will hold up after repeated wetting, but given how many compliments I get on this bag in public, I wouldn't change a thing about those or any other of its aesthetic touches. The everyday backpack has a lot more features, from Peak Design's custom camera mounts to the anti-pickpocket loops for securing your zippers. It's available in 4 colors, with the 20-liter priced at $259 and the 30L at a nickel under $290. Now, is that expensive? Yeah. If I'm being honest, I couldn't see myself spending that much on any backpack. But, I don't know, maybe that's why I've never had a backpack that's this attractive, well thought out, and waterproof to boot. And maybe more to the point, I can't name one I'd rather carry right now. So if you value thoughtful design above all, and your shoulders are beefy enough to bear those skinny straps, the everyday backpack is worth saving up for. This video was brought to you by Thrifter. Thrifter is a new way to save money on everything from gadgets to home goods by shopping based on value and not hype. Check out the latest deals at thrifter.com and tell them Mr. Mobile sent you. Little secret here, you folks who stick around to the end of the video are my favorites. So let me know what bags you're using to tote your tech around in down in the comments, and please subscribe to the Mr. Mobile if you haven't already. Until next time, thanks for watching, and stay mobile, my friends.